Alright, a lot of people have been wanting me to drop this tutorial for you guys doing Forza Horizon 6 in VR. This was full head tracking, not some lazy 2D image stretched to be 3D. Technology's really came a long way. This shit is crazy. Setup's easy, fine tuning depending on your use case is a little bit harder. I'll drop some tips that I found setting it up will make your life a little bit easier if you're using like OBS and stuff like that. I do also want to say this channel is not a VR channel, and this is a mod, so use at your own risk. I played over 120 hours in VR with no bans, knock on wood, done online races, the campaign, pretty much everything, right? This does not affect the directory of the game. If you use a wheel and you have to use like Forza Emu wheel, it kind of acts the same way. You launch it and it opens the game with the file running in the background. If you found any use to this video, drop a follow. It just takes a lot of research, energy, and time to create these videos, but let's get right into it. So if you want to go over, I'll have the link in the description. You want to go to this link right here, ko-fi.com. This is going to take you to Naluna's page right here. It's a free mod. I donated $10 when I got it just because he updates this shit very frequently, and this is just the start of it, so I wanted it to get a lot better. But just for the video, we'll do 0. I want you to put your email in and a username. Just put some random username in. After that, click view content. It might give you a bunch of options. Just click the newest one, which is 0.90 in my instance. It might be newer for you guys depending on when you watch the video, of course. Click download. This is a save file. It'll go right over here and it will be downloaded. I just downloaded this file like 55 times, so I'll go over to download and right over here open this up and open up the Forza Horizon 6 VR executable. Click more info and run the app. It is a safe app like I was saying, so you guys are good there. This will start on like 2160 by 1920. You want to have these 1:1 because you're in VR and you don't want to look fucking cross-eyed, right? So do 2500, 2500 if you have a good PC. Work your way up or down if you can. I say start at 1920 by 1920 if you have a mid to low end PC, right? So over here, don't touch any of these unless you're like some VR guru or 3D based rendering guy. AFR and AFR half is usually what I'll toggle between depending on what I'm doing. DIBR is depth image based rendering. It's going to be for people with mid to low range PCs. You can run any PC on one of these two pretty much, depending on your resolution, of course. There's all these different backends as well, like the app you use, virtual desktop, Steam VR, etc. Right? So I don't mess with any of that. I'm just kind of getting into the VR world. I just got a 5080 and the Oculus Quest to do this essentially. But now I run mine at 2500 by 2500 with AFR. And once you have your VR connected to the PC on whatever app you use, Steam VR, Meta, I use Meta. I'm kind of working over to virtual desktop. But you click launch Forza Horizon 6 in VR. It's going to be a 2D flat screen in VR when they're in the menus, and if you're not in first person in the car. Make sure you are in first person in the car if you want to have VR actually working. I've seen videos of people like just give up instantly because they don't change the camera mode and they think it's like just ass VR, right? To recenter the camera, that's going to be control space. You got to do that pretty frequently depending on what type of headset you have. If you have the ones with the base stations that you hang along the room, then you don't have to do that pretty much ever. If you have the ones with the cameras in the headset that track your hands and things like that, then you will have to do that sometimes. If you get out the car to grab a drink and then come back to the race, etc., stuff like that, but not a big issue there. But click launch Forza Horizon 6 in VR once it's set up on the headset, and I will meet you guys over there. But this is that 2D image I was telling you guys about. This is what you're going to see until you get into the car and into first person. Do not forget to go into first person. All right, so go over to video. You want to have your resolution even. 2500 to 2500 is what I run. Frame rate unlocked and variable. No VSync, no full screen, no motion blur, etc. TAA and DLSS you can try depending on what PC you have, GPU, and your performance that you're getting without it. Try it without it and then see if you need it after the fact. For graphics, same sort of thing. Start low and work your way up. Don't do any ray tracing, and there is a few things in here that you don't need that you can toggle off and see how it looks like, because you get your own depth perception from being in VR, so you don't need little things like that. I run mine on extreme. And then you click continue, make sure you're in first person, and you will be good to go.